Every dog has his day. Remember?
I told him it didn't make any sense clipping you when we had you working for us. You wouldn't listen.
Please do not forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload next. Harris Yulin, the veteran character actor whose extensive career encompassed film, television, and stage, has died at 87 following cardiac arrest on Tuesday in New York City. Known for his memorable appearances in productions ranging from gritty crime dramas to science fiction series, Yulin built a reputation as a versatile and dependable performer whose subtlety and depth made each role resonate. His passing marks the end of a remarkable journey spanning more than 6 decades. Born on November 5, 1937 in Los Angeles, Harris Yulin found his way to acting through an early passion for theater. He relocated to New York City in the early 1960s to pursue stage work, quickly establishing himself in off-Broadway productions before moving on to more prominent roles. His rigorous training and dedication to craft on stage laid the foundation for the authenticity he would bring to screen roles over the years. Those who worked with him recall his discipline in rehearsal, careful attention to motivation and subtext, and unwavering generosity toward fellow actors. Yulin's film career began with supporting parts that often cast him as figures of authority or moral complexity: detectives, judges, military officers, lawyers, roles that benefited from his ability to convey inner conflict with measured restraint. One of his most recognized film performances came in a landmark crime drama, where he portrayed a police chief caught between duty and the harsh realities of the streets. In another high-profile feature, he took on the role of a judge overseeing extraordinary circumstances, imbuing the character with a quiet gravitas. Over time, his credits grew to include appearances in dramas that examined corruption, loyalty, and human frailty. He displayed a knack for elevating scenes. A glance, a shift in posture, a controlled vocal inflection would deepen the emotional weight of a moment. Television audiences came to know Yulin through a steady stream of guest roles and recurring appearances across many acclaimed series. In a beloved sitcom of the 1990s, he earned attention for a guest turn that balanced dry wit with underlying warmth, showcasing his comic timing and capacity for nuance. Science fiction fans encountered him in a popular space-based drama, where even a single-episode storyline became memorable through his layered portrayal of a complex official wrestling with ethical dilemmas. In more recent years, he appeared in a high-profile streaming series set against a backdrop of crime and moral ambiguity. His performance as a seasoned figure navigating shifting loyalties was widely praised for its subtlety and authenticity. Across procedural dramas, legal thrillers, and prestige shows, he maintained a consistent presence, earning respect for treating each part, no matter how small, with full commitment. Despite his screen success, Yulin's devotion to the theater remained central throughout his life. He returned to the stage repeatedly, tackling both classics and modern works. His Broadway credits included productions of well-known dramas in which he embodied characters grappling with profound human conflicts. In regional and international theater, he took on roles ranging from tragic heroes to everyman figures, always striving to uncover new dimensions in familiar texts. His fellow stage actors admired his generosity in rehearsal, willingness to explore fresh approaches, and openness to collaboration with directors and designers. Beyond performing, he contributed to the theatrical community as an instructor at prominent institutions, sharing his insights on character development, text analysis, and the relationship between actor and audience. Former students often pointed to his patient guidance, his insistence on honesty in performance, and the respect he showed for each individual's process. Colleagues from film sets, television productions, and theater halls remember Harris Yulin for both his professional excellence and his personal warmth. Cast and crew members spoke of his preparedness, arriving early, knowing the script inside out, and remaining flexible when adjustments were needed. He had a reputation for listening carefully, responding thoughtfully, and supporting less experienced actors with encouragement rather than ego. Directors valued his ability to integrate smoothly into ensemble scenes and to enhance dramatic arcs without overshadowing co-stars. In interviews and conversations, he was described as thoughtful, curious about people's lives and perspectives, and keen on lifelong learning. Whether discussing literature, current events, or the craft of acting itself, he engaged others with attentiveness and respect. Yulin's filmography reflects a willingness to embrace varied genres and character types. Beyond crime dramas and courtroom scenes, he appeared in comedies where he could play against type, in thrillers that demanded tense emotional control, and in adaptations of literary works requiring sensitivity to source material. He navigated changes in the industry, from studio-driven movies to independent productions, from network television to streaming platforms, always seeking roles that challenged him or offered an opportunity to collaborate with interesting creative teams. Even as he aged, he remained active and in demand, taking on parts that leveraged his experience. Mentors, retired professionals drawn back into conflict, or individuals revealing unexpected layers beneath a calm exterior. Among his most notable television roles was a guest appearance in a long-running sitcom where his character's presence both disrupted and illuminated the protagonist's world. Viewers and critics praised his timing and depth in that role. In a science fiction episode, he portrayed a leader forced to reconcile duty with conscience, giving the story a moral weight that lingered beyond the episode's runtime. In a tense crime drama series, he appeared as a veteran law enforcement figure whose interactions with central characters underscored themes of legacy and change. His presence in these shows often elevated episodes to memorable status, leading creators to seek his participation whenever a role required gravitas and subtle emotional shading. On stage, Yulin's performances drew praise for their intensity and authenticity. He tackled roles in modern dramas that explored psychological complexity, as well as classic parts demanding mastery of heightened language. Critics noted his ability to reveal vulnerability beneath authoritative exteriors, to shift seamlessly between moments of restraint and emotional outpouring when the character demanded it. Audiences responded to his sincerity. Many felt that he brought an almost conversational naturalism to roles that risked sounding stylized or distant. In teaching masterclasses, he emphasized listening as a primary skill, listening to scene partners, to the text, and to one's own impulses. He encouraged actors to trust their instincts while grounding choices in careful analysis. Beside his professional life, Harris Yulin maintained a private yet engaged presence. He was known to colleagues as someone who cherished quiet moments, reading, reflecting, enjoying conversations away from the spotlight. Those close to him described an appreciation for travel, theater history, and the evolving landscape of storytelling in film and television. He balanced the demands of work with a commitment to family and long-standing friendships. At the time of his passing, he was survived by his wife and extended family, who requested privacy as they mourned his loss and celebrated his life. Tributes from peers began to emerge soon after news of his death spread. Directors and co-stars recounted his generosity on set, recalling how a reassuring word or collaborative suggestion could transform a scene. Former students shared stories of pivotal lessons learned under his guidance. Theater communities planned memorial readings of plays in which he had significant roles, while film and television circles discussed retrospective screenings of standout episodes or movies featuring his performances. Such commemorations aim to honor not only the breadth of his work but also the values he embodied: professionalism, humility, and dedication to storytelling. Reflecting on Harris Yulin's legacy offers insights into a fulfilling acting career built on versatility and integrity. He demonstrated that sustaining a lifelong presence in a competitive industry is possible through continuous learning, openness to diverse opportunities, and a focus on craft rather than glamour. His body of work forms a mosaic of characters: authority figures wrestling with moral questions, everyday individuals facing personal crises, mentors and challengers guiding protagonists, that collectively showcase his range and depth. For emerging actors, his example underscores the importance of preparation, collaboration, and staying true to the emotional truth of each role. In an era when celebrity often centers on fame rather than craft, Yulin's career reminds us of the indispensable role character actors play in shaping stories. His performances, whether in a brief guest spot or a supporting film part, contributed essential texture and authenticity that grounded narratives and deepened audience engagement. His departure leaves a gap in the community of performers who enrich projects through nuanced portrayals rather than headline billing. Yet his enduring work remains accessible for new generations to discover, a testament to the lasting power of dedicated artistry. Harris Yulin's death at 87 concludes a life devoted to the transformative power of performance. From theater stages to film sets to television studios, he brought commitment, thoughtfulness, and humanity to each role. While cardiac arrest ended his life, the characters he inhabited and the stories he helped tell will continue to resonate with audiences around the world. As colleagues, students, and viewers reflect on his contributions, they honor a legacy defined by subtlety, integrity, and a generous spirit. In remembering him, the performing arts community celebrates a career that exemplifies how skill, discipline, and kindness can combine to leave an indelible mark. Rest in peace, Harris Yulin. Your work endures, and your influence will be felt for years to come. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to daily updates and never miss a video.